Welcome to the Meditation Realm, Planeswalkers. I'm Caleb, your guide to these blind eternities, and in today's video, we're going over the Lord of the Rings collector bundle, or the gift bundle, I should say. It's got a collector pack in here that you can get lucky with and maybe get one of the serialized cards. You can't find the One Ring anymore, or the One of One Ring. It has been found. That is not the collector you're looking for, but these bundles do happen that you do get a special version of the One Ring in here, so it's not like you're completely missing out. And the collector pack, you still got that gamble. We'll kind of go through the contents here a little bit. They got some punch-outs here. They got your Screaming Eagle. They got a couple of the ring punch-outs and 1/1 counters. And then we got Gandalf the White up here for our punch-outs. It's got a pretty sweet dice in my opinion. I like the look of that. It kind of looks like the Elvish or Dwarven runes in the show. It's got kind of an amber color when you look inside the dice. That's pretty sweet. Definitely a good one for you all who like to collect those dices. We got the different land packs here. We'll go ahead and open up the first one. Make sure we got all 4 of our bonus cards that come in here. You're supposed to get 4 cards that make a scene. And some people have not been getting all 4 of them, so good thing to have videos to be able to show if or if not we did not. So we get Frodo, Sauron's Bane. And then we have Samwise, the Stout-Hearted. Gollum, the Patient Plotter. And then the One Ring. The One Ring to rule them all. And then when you combine them all together, you get a nice little scene. We can kind of zoom in here a little bit so you guys can see. It's what the scene's supposed to look like. Again, the One Ring is making waves in so many formats. It's definitely worth picking up in whatever version you can. It's a powerhouse card. Commander, Modern, Legacy, wherever it's getting played, it's getting played. But yeah, those are the 4 bonus cards that you get in all of them. They form a scene. Good cards. The One Ring being the most valuable and playable of them all. The other ones are just kind of okay. And then we got the foil basic lands that are the rest of the cards in that land pack. You got non-foil and foil basic lands. They basically have no value anymore. Basic lands are cheap, cheap, cheap because of how many foils come in every version. So the rest of the contents that we have in here is we have 1 collector booster and then the 8 set boosters. We'll open up the set boosters and then see what we get lucky with in that last collector booster. The set boosters you can get lucky with and get stuff in the list slot. So our first set booster, we got our card, land. So the commons are at the bottom in these ones, and then the rares are at the front, or back I should say. Alright, so the Balrog Durand Bane is our rare, first rare. And we got a Mines of Moria. And then a foil uncommon, and our token. Alright, so 2 rares in that pack, neither one necessarily very expensive. Mines of Moria and all the other legendary lands are actually definitely auto-includes for Commander decks. They're not expensive, but they are very good in Commander. All the lands are, absolutely. Skipping through, Mirkwood Bats. Good common pickup for all your token Commander decks. Very strong card at only the common rarity. So, we got a Mythic in this pack. We got Frodo, the Adventurous Hobbit, from the Commander deck. He partners with Sam, the Loyal Attendant, for the Absian Commander. It's a sweet card to get in this pack. And then we have a Samwise Gamgee. Not the one he can partner with, unfortunately, but another decent rare. It's going up a little bit because it's part of an infinite combo with the cat from Innistrad and... Gosh, I'm forgetting one of the couple sack outlets, but I know it's part of an infinite combo right now. Cauldron's Familiar and something else. Let's see, and a foil common. All right, on to the next pack here. So we got 1 mythic out of the pack so far. Haven't got anything in the list slot yet. List slots make the set boosters a lot of value. They add a once, ooh, nice foil swamp. Like, I do like that they did the maps for the lands. Even though they're not worth much, it's still pretty sweet. The list slot always has a chance of having some really good stuff. They put in, old old swords and other equipment and mythics that you don't see often anymore that are just really strong. We have a rare, Scroll of Isildur, Rosy Cotton of South Lane for our foil. Really strong uncommon. The 1/1 counters when you put in tokens gets out of hand quickly, especially in the limited environment. But in Commander, where you're in a deck where you make a lot of treasures and other tokens, she buffs your board really quickly. Alright, skipping through these commons and uncommons. Reprieve, it's the white Remand. Definitely worth playing in a lot of Commander decks. And only uncommon as well. We got Isildur's Fateful Strike for a rare legendary instant. And then we got another Rosy Cotton of South Lane, except this time she's in her scene foil. Still not worth much, but halfway through the set boosters now, and only one mythic so far. I don't know what the exact pull rate is for mythics, but feels like on the low end. See if we can get lucky within the last 4 packs here. And we have Flowering of the White Tree. This card is going to be great for those mono white decks that go wide and the Legendary Matters decks. Giving a big buff to your creatures and ward is a really relevant effect. And then we got a list rare. It's Reforge the Soul. Not a very valuable card, but it does see some play. Wheel effects are always strong in Commander when you build around them. Alright. And then we've got the next pack here, skipping through our commons and uncommons to... surprising that some of these cycling cards are seeing a lot of play in older formats. We've got Rivendell for our rare and the borderless art. And then we've got a Minas Tirith, another one of Legendary Lands. Both great pickups, again, for Commander. I highly recommend playing them. Like any decks that you can. Minas Tirith is an auto-include in every single white creature deck. A draw effect on a land that's easy to activate is huge, huge for white aggro decks. You definitely need those effects. Alright, Ringside, another great uncommon card for Commander. And then we have our first rare here. We have Smeagol, the Helpful Guide. He's definitely just one that I've seen some people play and build around for Commander. Seems like a fun one to be able to get a lot of lands out if you have a lot of the Ring Tempts You effects. This is going to be the only set that I imagine that will have the Ring Tempts You effects, unless they have like some weird supplemental product with Lord of the Rings later on. So what we have available is all you're going to have for that build around. Alright, and we're on to the last set booster here. Only one mythic in all the set boosters we've opened so far. Let's see if this last one can cash us out and get some other goodie. Stern Scoldings. What the professor has given you all for buying too many of the collector boosters was the ring still being cut out. Buy singles, he says. Buy singles. Well, hey, we got another mythic. It's Sam, Loyal Attendant. So, hey, at least he got his partner. We can do the partners. Ooh, we got another mythic. We got Spiteful Banditry. This is actually a more played one. It's going to be a good one for Commander. It's a board wipe on an enchantment that gives you prolonged value. I like that. So we got 2 mythics in the last packet to go out. The list card was a common, so not worth anything there. But so we got 3 mythics out of 8 list pack, or out of 8 set booster packs. Not sure where the exact ratio is there as far as great or bad, but maybe it's only average. Spiteful Banditry is still going to be a good one, though. I think that's one that's going to maintain value and go up. Alright, and now it's the collector booster. See if we can get this one open without being too much of a pain. There we go. Sometimes, I swear, some of these packs are much easier to open than others. Now, while we can't open the One Ring, there are still a lot of serialized cards to be opened, and then the non-serialized versions of the Soul Rings, and then also some Halo foils and other expensive cards, so there's still some chance for good stuff in collector boosters. We'll go ahead and go through the commons and uncommons real quick. Alright, so we got our first rare with Gandalf the Grey and foil. And then we've got a mythic. We've got Ondurul, Flame of the West, one of the better equipment, especially in the limited environment. Super strong in limited environment. making tokens when you attack is very strong. We've got the Gaffer. It's a commander card. This is one that's really good for the life gain commander decks. We have an uncommon, Frodo Baggins. We have Legolas, Master Archer, in his ring art for a rare. We got another Samwise the Stout-Hearted in that bundle scene, but he's not foil for this one. And then Faramir in the foil. And our last card here is Flame of Anor in its scene foil. Sweet looking art. Not necessarily the strongest card, but decent card. Okay pack, we got Andorol for a mythic and a couple decent rares. Overall, I'd say it was an okay bundle. Thank you for joining me, Planeswalkers. I'm always happy to have you here. Describe in the comments what you've been able to open in these and tell me if you've gotten lucky. I look forward to seeing you here on the next video. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe.